All right, so I said I was going to do an update video on what happened with the 300Winmag when I took it out. So what happened is, went out, had an awesome time at the range the other weekend with my buddy Evan. And so we had to sight in my rifle, his dad's rifle, and then Evan has a 338 Winchester that he wanted to shoot, and I got to shoot it. Amazing rifle. And so him and his dad have a bear hunting trip coming up, and so they were just tinkering around, getting a load worked up for his dad's 30-06, and then I had to do my 300Winmag at the same time. So just a good time to go out to the range. And went out. First day, I started at 63 grains with IMR 4451, and then went to 63.5, 64, 64.5, all the way up to 65.5. See how my groups would go. And 63, the bottom, was phenomenal, real tight group. And then it expanded out and then came back in a little bit, and I was at like 2 to 1.5 MOA. And so I knew it wasn't enough, was not going to cut it, especially out of a Weatherby. So the 63 to 63.5 looked the best. So we said, all right, well, we'll go back, load up some more, and go out the next day. So that's what we did. Next day I went out, I reshot 63 and 63.5. And so the 63.5, I ended up getting a 0.860 MOA. All right, so I just have stickers behind this so you can see. So that was my group at 100 yards. And I don't have the scope sighted dead on. So I have it left and right, but not really up and down too much. So, and obviously there's going to be a little bit of a climb at 100 yards, but that's okay. I can always readjust that later on. So yeah, 63 grains, IMR 4451, and we chronoed it, and it was at 2,718 feet per second. So it came out pretty good. And then we also did some ELDX as well, and so that was fun to shoot. And so I've got a load worked up for ELDX rounds as well, and using 65 grain for those. But what I'm using is 300Winmag Barnes 175 grain, the LRX boat tails for 30 caliber. And then that is my overall length of my round. We had it a little bit longer, and it would not load into the feed, down into my feed tray. And we had to back those out, or make them a little bit tighter so that they could actually fit into my feed tray. Otherwise I was just doing one at a time, and that wasn't going to work. So I had to take them back. Whatever was left from the ladder loads that we weren't using, we went ahead and used a bullet puller, pulled those apart, and just reloaded those to whatever we wanted them to. And so today we're going to go out and shoot some of the ELDX, just get a little bit of trigger time so that I'm always shooting a little bit here and there, and just getting used to it. And like I said earlier, the scope it's intended for our 300 or 350 Legend. So it's not really designed for the turret that's on the top of the Leupold for 300Winmag, but it still works. It still works fine. If it came down to it, yes, I could adjust everything in the scope to shoot for 300Winmag, but that's not what I want to do. I'll end up just getting a whole new scope for the gun. But yeah, everything went well. We shot some shaving cream cans and some clay pigeons that some guys left out there that were shooting shotguns, and they just left them on the range that were whole. So we were just evaporating those, and also shooting a water bottle, and got a video of a water bottle that I shot, and it just exploded, and I'll put that at the end of this video. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, just go ahead, leave one below, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching.